hour or so after me.
And at Heddle Mews when the woman was murdered.
Yes. I'm afraid we're going to have to add the guy to our list of suspects after all.
Oh, Inspector Ellaby.
Yes, Doctor.
If it's all right with you, they can take the body away now.
Yes, that's all right. You'll let me have your report?
Yes, later today.
That'll be fine, thank you.
Inspector?
Yes, Sergeant.
Superintendent Reno outside. He'd like a word with you.
Reno? That rings a bell.
From Winchester, sir.
I know the man. What's he doing here?
Hello, sir.
Send him in.
Ah, you Inspector Ellaby?
Yes, sir. Superintendent Reno.
That's right. Caught you on a job, eh?
Yes, sir.
Well, what is it?
A woman's been strangled.
It must be catching.
Sorry, you've lost me.
1/7 down in Hampshire.
Oh, I see. Anyway, what can I do for you, sir?
Well, I'm after a character who lives on your patch. I drove up to London early morning, saw one of your lads parked outside this chap's premise. Well, he told me you were here.
Thanks for coming over, sir.
I tell somebody what I was doing.
Who is this man you're after?
Name of Rollison. Richard Rollison.
Ah, the toff.
Yes, that's him. Damn stupid name, if you ask me.
Why do you want him, sir?
Well, this job I was telling you about, this murder down in Hampshire. Well, the toff is what the Duke called him. He knows something about it. He may be involved.
You've questioned him?
I stuck him in a hotel overnight. I took his car keys, and he gave us the slip.
That sounds like the toff.
Well, there's nothing to laugh about, Ellaby. We're not playing games. And nobody makes a monkey out of me. I want him, and I want him fast.
Excuse me, sir.
You
wanted them, sir.
Yes, thanks, sir.
What about Ellaby?
It's about all we have. I don't think she lived here. Still, we know her name.
Stuff.
Yes. There's a good job Mrs. Lessing carried her marriage certificate. Mrs. Lessing. Mrs. Guy Lessing.
Can I see that marriage certificate?
Sure. Go ahead.
Major Guy Lessing. Well, damn me.
What is it, sir?
Ellaby, I'm investigating the murder of Mrs. Guy Lessing. Yesterday evening down in Baynham. And she was strangled as well.
Now that's a coincidence.
Too much of one, if you ask me. Who's this flat belong to?
From what we've discovered, it seems this Major Lessing shares it with a Major Carruthers.
Any sign of either of them?
No. Major Carruthers is in Paris, according to the neighbours, and Major Lessing, well, no idea.
Married yesterday to Barbara Lawn.
Yes, that's right. In fact, we were asked to put out a search order on her.
They both disappeared very conveniently. Well, if you've no objection, Ellaby, I'd like to look around this flat for myself.
It's all right, Jolly. It's me.
You leave the flat, sir?
I couldn't sleep anyway. I took a turn through the park.
Is there anything on the murder at Heddle
Two of the ladies just jumped out, but they all report the Henning Goodman murder.
Unfortunate, sir.
Inevitable, I'm afraid. Major Lessing in the hot seat. We'll take the press box around the Mrs. Lessing murders with his marriage to Barbara Lawn. It's a juicy story. Father was 30 poor Robert. Can't avoid it now. Every amateur detective in France taking me on the trail.
But the blackmail, that is removed, is it not, sir?
Oh, yes. Paid up the house.
A distressing business for all concerned.
It certainly is.
Have you considered your next move?
Well, I've been thinking about that. Now, at the moment, there's no doubt that Major Lessing is the key figure in this affair.
Yes, sir. And he is a friend.
Yes, and I offered to help him, but friend or no, I wouldn't attempt to shield against him if he is guilty.
Of course not.
I'm going to get at the truth of this matter regardless. Now, there's an address in Mrs. Rose Lessing's passport.
Yes, sir. Just one moment.
Yeah, that's it. Let's see. 30. Now, I'm going over to Paris this afternoon to that address. See what I can dig up about her.
Maybe a wasted journey,
Maybe. Now, if you get them a flat after lunch, and if all goes well, I could be back by tonight.
sir. Very well, sir.
Oh, one other thing, and it is important. I'd like you to ring Scotland Yard and tell them that Old Joe was at Heddle Mews at the time of the murder.
I shall wait for immediately.
May not help Major Lessing, but it's something the police ought to know.
Do you think the police know of our presence at the Mews, sir?
Well, if you look out the window, you may see a police car parked discreetly down the road.
Oh, yes,
I think they know we were at Heddle Mews.
Inspector, I think I've seen as much as I need to.
Well, there's nothing about the dead.
No, I don't reckon she lives here. Still, this Lessing's on a bigamy game. He'd hardly have one wife living on the doorstep while he's getting married to another.
That's true, sir.
and his other wife he had tucked away at the back.
Bit of a lad, isn't he? You've got your money on Major Lessing, have you, sir?
Too true. Well, what are you going to do about it?
You have a search out for him in Hampshire. I've got him in London. We're bound to pick him up sooner or later.
I reckon it'd be sooner if you pull that Wallison in now. He knows more about Lessing than he's letting on.
I'd like to play that a little easier.
What happened?
No, I'm inclined to leave him for the moment. Under
Look, when I met your man earlier, he was watching the Toffs flat. Now, he must have had some reason.
I'm leaving this muse as we arrive.
There you are. What do you need? He has to be involved.
I'd still prefer to leave him for the moment.
God, you know, Ellaby, I'm surprised you even catch any villains up here. You're all too busy touching your form.
Don't you worry, sir. We know what we're doing. Well, I'm going back to the yard now. Are you coming?
No, I'm going to take a walk to Rollison's flat. I'm going to watch his front door. You never know, Ellaby.